'Twas a dark time where one man named Tom kept getting hit with critical hits. So in response, Tom made a video that the masses seemed to really enjoy. And while it was fun and all, it just didn't work. I couldn't climb the ladder, so because of that, I was in no man's land. And after a few grueling days of using the no critical hits team, I came to a final conclusion. It's time I flipped the script and joined the dark side.
Today, my friends, we're gonna hit a lot of critical hits. And hello, my friends, my name is Tom and I play Pokemon, and this is a sequel to the no critical hits video, but today we're flipping it upside down and we're actively pursuing critical hits. How you're doing that, you ask? Well, it's a great question because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring a Hydreigon with Scope Lens and Focus Energy. You proc 2 of those ratios, you stack them, and it's a 100% chance to crit. So, like Draco Meteor, a boosted Flash Cannon, it's really fun, it's funny, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. We're doing post-commentary today, so we know the results of the battles, and I think you guys are going to love them. So let's get started. So another fun little surprise, I have a brand new profile pic, a shiny Sableye, you'd love to see it. Featured in a couple videos back, you guys should check that out, because Sableye counters the current regulation H meta. Alright, so we got a King Gambit lead. And I'm loving the Scoldango set into my opponent's team because I really like Trick here. If I can then proc that with this King Gambit and then know what they're going to do, I think that benefits us in the long run. So a lot of King Gambits I see in Regulation H, a lot of Assault Vest, Air Balloon, Expert Belt. But we want to give it this Choice Scarf just to give it a little bit more predictability. So they're going to Instant Terra, Turn 1 Terra, you'll love to see it, we're gaming now. And Terra Flying. So interesting. Not quite sure why they did that, but okay. Maybe Focus Blast, they were predicting that, but it doesn't matter. We're going to give them our Choice Scarf. And in return, you'll see we get an Assault Vest. So it is what it is. At least now we know. We can easily predict and switch around, but unfortunately, you're not going to survive a Cowtail Cleave. Sorry, Goldango. Unless it's like a super defensively invested King Gambit. I don't believe we survive that in any way. We have no defensive investments, so that's definitely an OHKO. But this is a perfect opportunity to pivot into our Ninetales. And Ninetales has seen a really strong rise. It's kind of fluctuated back and forth the previous regulations, but in this one, with none of those Paradox or Legendary Mons available, it's a really, really good defensive Mon. And Aurora Veil is so strong. You slap a Light Clay on Ninetales, and it becomes really difficult to both KO because of the snow, and the support with Pain Split, and just the pest with Encore. So we see our opponent bring out the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Terrifying 2 Mons so far in both King Gambit and Ursaluna. So I really want to get off a Moonblast here. I see no harm, no foul doing that. Maybe drop their special attack. Our opponent makes a really good play here and then pivots back. But you'll see when they bring this Mon in, we now can switch around a little bit. So it's the King Gambit. So I'm thinking to myself, man, he wanted this move. He wants an Iron Head, so we're definitely switching. We have the quad weakness against Iron Head, so we definitely don't want to play games. We're definitely losing that battle. So we're going to pivot into the Hydreigon. And guys, here's where the fun of this video really, really starts. So we're going to come in. We're going to tank whatever move this King Gambit. I was a little scared of Guillotine. But you'll see we made a really good play here, because it's the Iron Head, which bounces off of us. Just a scratch. It's time. It is time for the tech. So guys, with the stacking with Scope Lens, we're going to hit a bunch of crits today. It is going to be Crit City. This is the total opposite of my no critical hits video, which guys, I appreciate so much the love and support and the feedback. You guys are making this so much fun for me, so gracious, and I'm so thankful, so thank you. I really appreciate it. So here we go, guys. This is where it starts, and they withdrew, but it doesn't matter because the Terror of Hydreigon is real, and it is going to bop whatever comes in. So there's the Toad Scroll. And here we go. And my friends, I'm going to need you to sit back and relax, grab your favorite snack, and witness just how strong this Hydreigon set is. So just making sure the snow's up if I wanted to pivot back into Ninetales. So I was thinking about it. But I knew Draco was the play I wanted, because I just wanted that crit. If anything, I just want to see how much it did, and it almost OHKO'd. Woo! I know Toad Scroll's got a ridiculous special defense, so I love that damage. And guys, the fun thing about always hitting a critical hit, we don't have to worry about those stat drops. We don't have to worry about that at all. As long as we hit the Draco, as long as we hit our moves, they're always going to be crits. So if the opponent buffed up before, or the opponent's got, you know, a couple stat drops on us, it does not matter. It's actually what makes Meowscarada and Urshifu so good. Because you can still use that same critical hits tech on another Pokemon that might not be as relevant to the tech as one of those two Mons previously mentioned. So he brings in the King Gambit, and I'm hoping for a one-turn Spore here. Spore is one of the most broken moves in the game. So baby, let's wake up, and we do. And we bust off this Draco Meter. No more Assault Vest. Bye-bye, King Gambit. And as you guys saw, it was another critical hit. I know we had a stat drop, but again, critical hit ignores that. Which now thinking about it and going through these couple battles is kind of broken, no? I mean, can you imagine you just hit regular, what, six regular stat drops from 3 Dracos and you still hit a crit just normally? We got a Blood Moon or a Saloon. I'm thinking to myself, man, I wonder if it survives this. We're going to fire it. We're going to see what happens. We still have the Aurora Veil. And he's thinking about it. He's only delaying the inevitable. So here comes our Draco. KO! And it is an OHKO. Now guys, a lot of people tell me, why not just do Nasty Plot? Why not have the subset? Yeah, you're right. Why not have those? But this is more fun, no? This is so much more fun. So we definitely win this. We outspeed, we saw earlier, and the opponent forfeits, and that is a GG's hitting critical hits. Never thought I'd say it, and we're on to game 2. Alrighty guys, into game 2, and looking at our opponent's team, you got the Dirge, King Gambit, Goldango, Annihilate, the Menace Porygon 2, and then the Clodsire. So before this match started, I'm thinking maybe they lead with Clodsire. I really like Goldango's Trick Tech. Kinda don't like playing like that. It is predictable, it is a little one-sided, but I really like it into my opponent's team. So we're bringing these same Mons, minus Ninetales, adding in Gallade. And Sharpness Gallade's crazy, guys. So checking out our opponent's profile pic. Okay. Dunsparce, we like to see it. And our opponent is outfitted up, looking drippy. So there's a Skeledirge lead. And it made me think to myself, we don't see that too often. So do I Terra here defensively? What do I do? I know I'm faster no matter what. But you'll see this Skeledirge set takes me off guard so much. I wanted to make it rain in case they maybe Terra Fairy, because I'm like, there's no way they stay into their, Ghost Week. There's no way. So I'm thinking they're definitely going to Terra. And whenever I saw the screen, I'm like, yes, 10 out of 10 prediction. But this took me off guard. I normally see a lot of Terra Flying, Terra Fairy, but I don't see a lot of Terra Fire. So I'm like, what is the diabolic nature of this Skeledirge set? So this won't do anything. I'm hoping for a big chunk, and that's actually pretty good. Now Skeledirge is going to ignore a stat drop, so I'm hoping they don't go for a boosted fire move, but they do. And this is going to absolutely decimate this Goldango. Goldango, you tried. I just made a bad play, buddy. I'm sorry. And then down goes the Goldango. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what? So I definitely want to pivot into Hydreigon. No matter what, they really can't touch us. I was a little scared of Yawn because I was still unaware, no pun intended, of my opponent's set. So I definitely want to hit the Focus Energy just in case. If it's a Yawn, it's unfortunate. But I think Focus Energy is the right play here. So our opponent's thinking about it. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, what kind of Skeledirge is this? Is this like a Covert Cloak? So they pivot. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is really good. Now here comes this Menace. So I've seen a lot of Porygon 2s this regulation. I've seen it in my nightmares. It's living rent-free in my head. So it's one of two things, right? It's either Discharge or Ice Beam. I don't see a lot of Tri-Attack recently with all the ghosts running around. So this is a perfect time to Defensive Terra. And you guys will see, we actually made a really good play here. Now I'm thinking to myself, looking through, do I put Steel on this Hydreigon? I'm not actually sure how often I'm going to use it outside of this video. But I really like Terra Fire for that little extra bop on Flamethrower. Alright, so here comes the Draco, which is going to crit. And that does so much damage. We're assuming this is an Eviolite Porygon 2, and there's the Ice Beam. So we made a great, great prediction. And I've talked about it before in the past, guys, kind of about telegraphing and reading your opponent. In these situations when it's 3v3, you kind of have to play a little aggressively when it comes to Defensive Terra. So that's a KO right there on the crit hit, and we're loving it. So curious to see who their third Mon is. We know they have the Skeledirge. So they bring out the Annihilate. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, what kind of Annihilate is this? You know, is this a bulk upset? So I want to hit with the Draco, just to kind of check it out. And that does good damage, but I'm thinking like, wow! Is this Assault Vest? Is this really invest in specialty? And it hits us with a Rock Tomb! I mean, unless I'm like living under a rock, I don't see many Rock Tomb Annihilates. But we'll take it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe is this like Assault Vest with Rock Tomb, Drain Punch, Rage Fist, a coverage move. So I'm nervous that we might be slower now. Annihilate has some great natural speed. But you don't see a lot of Annihilates invest in speed, unless it's like some Final Gambit cheese. So I'm thinking to myself, whatever they hit us with, I don't believe they KO us. Even Rage Fist, I think we're still safe, depending on their attack investment. But I'm hoping we go first. That's the big thing. If we can go first, hit this Draco, it's a GG's. Unless that, like, you know, Skeledirge has some cheesy tech, and you guys will see it does. But unfortunately, hits us with a Drain Punch, and we get crit. That is karma. Guys, this is why I've brought this team. This is why this video is being made today. I feel like I'm always crit in the most pivotal, substantial moments in any competitive match. So there you go. There is Exhibit A. So bringing in our Gallade, hoping we're faster. I'm pretty sure we are. We are fully invested in speed. As you guys see our set right there. A 252 spread. And this Psycho Cut KOs. Excellent, excellent. Sharpness Gallade is slept on, guys. It is a really good Mon. Especially if you can get one boost off and still keep your Focus Sash intact. It is really strong. So here's a Skeledirge. I'm like, we're definitely faster. I'm a little scared of Will-O-Wisp. No problem. We're going to bop this thing in our face. Double check our moves to ensure which one is the right one in this moment. And you guys will see, it outspeeds us? A Choice Scarfed Skeledirge? What? Guys, I'm shivering right now. I'm like, I cannot believe I just saw that. Hoping this KOs, and it does. The wonderments of Regulation H. Guys, I love it. A massive GG's to my opponent, and a massive GG's to you guys for all the love and support. And I really, really appreciate all of you tuning in, and I hope you have an excellent rest of your day.